These days, even an idea whose time has come may have trouble arriving. Because to make an idea fly, you first have to express it. The best way we know to get an idea off the ground is through Apple Desktop Media. We call it media because you can express your ideas in print, on slides, or live from the computer itself. Desktop, because that's where you can make it happen. Apple, because we're the people who started the revolution on the desktop. And now we're taking you even further. Apple Desktop Media starts with one tool, a Macintosh personal computer. One tool that can be used in many ways, so you can choose the most appropriate medium for your message and audience. An idea expressed in a publication can easily be shown on a color slide, in an interactive presentation, or in an animated demonstration using sound and motion. We'll take you to 4 places around the country where individuals are putting Apple Desktop Media to work. Different people with different ideas using the same tool to express them. An ad agency like Jordan McGrath in New York is in business to communicate. Apple Desktop Media helps them find new ways to get their ideas across, not just to the public, but to their clients as well. The agency uses the Macintosh to lay out ads, design publications, and to present storyboards with sound and motion.
This is the spot where we discuss the benefit of the natural flavors in the oatmeals. And
I don't care what kind of a commercial you produce, and I don't care what it costs. If you don't communicate the message, if you don't sell your client's product, you've wasted your money. I'm an old-time art director. I'm 48 years old. I don't even know how to type. And I looked at these machines. I said, oh my God, what am I going to do with this? You know, I didn't even play video games with my kids. But I decided that we're going to get these and we're going to learn how to use them. And I've got everybody, all 10 people in the studio now who know how to operate Mac. Right now, in 10 minutes on the Mac, I can revise an ad 6 different ways and take a label and change it 6 different ways. If I didn't have the Mac, it would take the studio 2 days to do that same amount of work. I don't have the time. We would be losing money. The problem with conventional storyboards is that it's a long step from the storyboard to the finished commercial. And it's a problem in understanding what the final commercial is going to look like and feel like as well.
You see, when you're making cereal with flavors, you got 2 choices. You make the flavors out of chemicals, or you can do it like Grace does and pick them right off the tree.
The Macintosh was the perfect answer because it was the most effective simulation machine. We could incorporate sound and graphics easily, plus give the user the ability to bring motion in without complicated techniques and hardware. You know, when you make cereals with flavors in them, you got 2 choices. You know, when you make cereals with flavors in them, you got 2 choices.
Clip allows me to take a flat storyboard, something with no sound, and bring it to life. Put it into the computer and have it tell a story. You can take your artwork and you take your soundtrack and it brings them together, and you have control over timing. You have control over the images. What do you think?
I think that's terrific.
When we present this to the client, they're very surprised because they don't know what we're going to show them. They don't expect to see anything like this. It's easy, it's fast, and it's inexpensive. And today, agencies and clients both have to find ways to communicate the message and find out what it is and how to communicate and do it for less money.
Even when you're not in the business of communicating, your business depends on clear communication. At ARCO in Los Angeles, people express ideas in many forms, including 200-page publications, detailed maps, and live presentations to senior management. Arco first put the Macintosh to work publishing an offering circular on its AM/PM mini-market franchise.
We figured that the last time we had done the offering circular by professional printing, we had a pretty good idea that it cost us around $62,000 to produce the book. Now, the first time we did it with the Macintosh, we made our mistakes. We used a little overtime, we weren't quite as efficient as we should have been, and it cost us about $13,000. So our net savings on that was almost $50,000 for that one book, and we do issue 6 or 7 of them a year. As soon as we got finished with the prospectus books, it became evident, hey, you know, if we can use it for this, why can't we use it for a whole lot of other things? All of our terminals have diagrams of how a driver should route himself to a service station and how he should make his entry and exit onto the site. We determined that it would be very helpful if those were regularized, put into a common format so everyone could read them and they all look the same.
The maps before were drawn on a little, about a 5x6 piece of cardboard that somebody just sat at a desk and drew, and when things changed, nothing got updated.
We've begun to make our first attempts at using HyperCard as a presentation media in our quarterly reviews to senior management, which has been very effective for myself and my counterparts, rather than using the standard overhead slides, which are a little difficult to manipulate. The actual HyperCard stack was made up by my secretary, who got input from all of the department managers and put the information that they wanted in their presentations into the HyperCard stack.
Make sure that each of the departments has a different effect, like a barn door or a wipe or whatever.
The reaction to the HyperCard presentation was quite positive and has led us to look at that means to make other presentations in the future. And it's always nice for me to have someone come in the office and say, I just found something new that I can do and it's going to solve a problem for me. There's an enthusiasm that builds, and there's a sense of discovery about learning something new that is going to help you do your work a little better.